see how this goes. Guess I should test, make sure I can on. Hey, Phil. Hey, Steven. I'm not cramping on your. I'm not stepping on your stream, am I, Phil? That's not what I want to do. If you're still going, I will. I will. Find a different time. I just. Oh, hey, Steven. How are you, sir? I just felt like just getting on here and seeing how this works. So I'm doing a solo run. Okay, thanks, Phil. I was conscientious of that. I don't want to. I'm not into doing that. It's not my cup of tea. Well, sheesh, I just threw myself on here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do or how I was actually surprised anybody popped up because I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to anybody. Um, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm still getting used to the delay on here. The delay is interesting. Oh, sweet. Man, I'm so excited for you, Stephen. I am so excited for you. I think you guys are going to do really, really well. Um, I'm excited. Hey, Doomsday. Thanks. This is like my first solo. This is my first truly solo run here. Wow. That's exactly the best way to do it, Stephen. Wow. Phil. All right. You know what? This is what I like. I like promoting talent, and I think you and Q are gonna kill it. And the time frame is really good too. 7 to 10 on Saturday. I think after everybody watches you, they'll seg right on over to Coast to Coast. Thanks, Doomsday. I appreciate that, man. I hope so. I'm already on here less than 5 minutes. I'm already geeked out by some news. I still think you really honestly, Steve, I still think you should do Zombie versus Bigfoot. I'm telling you, that is a very catchy name for a podcast or a stream. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Um, I got the midnight hour going on, and but you know me, if anybody's ever read in my blog, I mean, I'm all over the place in my blog, and I like talking to people. So I'm not so sure if I can do this talking to myself for very long, though. I'm not. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what you guys can do, and you guys can get together in an Instagram chat or Facebook chat, and then get yourself a notepad and then brainstorm ideas. You can write down or brainstorm ideas before you guys meet, and then figure out like because one of the most important things in doing a podcast or a live stream is you want to be structured. You want to have certain, you want to have like topics you got, you're going to be talking about. Oh my God. I'm sort of glad I don't think he found my I don't think the director found that would be Sebastian. Sebastian was the director of Ouija Mummy. I don't think he would like my review. That was not a good movie. I'm sorry. It just was not a good movie. I thought the lead actress, she had promise, but everything else was just no, just absolutely zero. But but that being said, though, Stephen, because it is wild, I think it'd be a great idea to have him come on and do an interview. I think that'd be perfect. He'd be right up your wheelhouse. Phil, man, great. I have to admire you, Phil. Your patience in pre-ordering your movies. Holy crap, man! I don't know how you had the patience for that. I heard you on your stream when you mentioned that it takes up to 2 months to before you start wondering where things are at. I was thinking about your irreversible. I think irreversible. I think you had that on. I think that was on order. What for three? I think you got it about between 3 and 4 months. I mean, it was. I want to say you got it near Black Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Greetings, nature. How are you? This is my first solo, unattached live stream. This is all. This is just me flying solo. This is not midnight hour related. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Sebastian. Dude, Steven. Yeah, you should reach out to him. Definitely, highly recommend you do that. Thank you so much. I'm not going to be crossing over Scratching Pete in a minute. I know he's doing his premiere. This is my thank you very much, and thank you for connecting with me. I appreciate that. He said a shot in 3 days with $1,000 budget. Well, he must have spent at least $50 of that budget on, or maybe $10 budget on the costume, on the on the final mummy makeup. That was not good. But like I said, I'm not gonna. I thought the lead actress, I think her name's Natalie. She was really good. I have to. I will give her full credit for that. She like I said, she was definitely the highlight of it. Um, Nature, this is my friend Phil. Or is it still in here? I believe, or maybe not. I think he left. Well, this is Steven, Wild Eye Guy 85. You guys should definitely connect with each other. That's one thing I'll be doing a lot of when I'm soloing is I'll be encouraging connections, much like Kevin at Tuber Chat. What do you? No problem, Stephen. Like I said, I'm just out here by myself. I'm not even sure how long I'll stay on here. There's Pete's premiere. It's just now. Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna announce that Sunday. Hopefully, you come up with a name. If you come up with a name by Sunday, let me know, Stephen, and we'll start hyping your show for sure. The big FedEx truck is rolling up in front of my house. Oh my gosh, people are popped up here. I'll see you soon, Stephen. How goes your day, Nature? Do you have a first name? I'm sure you do. Instead of me just calling you Nature, I just like to maybe call you by your first name. Um, of course, the real big news going on right now is the fact that Night Watch Zone, a channel called Night Watch Zone, was taken down yesterday. So I maybe that was on my heart a little bit. Um, I just met him through Phil maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago after he passed his 1,000 mark, and seems like a really great guy. Um, uh, his friend Killian and Coriander and Knight, um, super cool channel, awesome content, and I am doing well, uh, considering. Uh, so Night Watch Zone, they just did a retrospective of Jaws with Phil's Creepy Vids, and the craft, the craft, okay, the craft legacy. I got that at my library last week. Um, so I was gonna share the Jaws retrospective on the Midnight Hour Facebook group, and I cut and I pasted it and came up fine. And then I was gonna what else? Oh, I was writing my own the Midnight Hour. Um, I was editing it to publish it, and I wanted to give Knight a shout out because he hung out with me. He hung out with me on my first Midnight Hour show. It really is, Ben. It really pisses me off. Literally, I'm not even kidding you. It took me. I put the Jaws retrospective up, and then I went back to get his channel Addy to put up in my on my channel, and in between that time, they took his channel down. It was gone. I told Phil right away because I know him and Knight are personal friends, and I pinged Phil right away and said that Night Watch's channel was down, and that just the news spread after that. Um, yeah, the Craft Legacy. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. Guess I'll do what other people do and talk about a few things. Um, so yes, so here's the Craft Legacy. So I got this for $1 at my library. Uh, they sell used copies of Blu-rays and DVDs, plus people donate, and they put it inside of a used bookstore built within the library itself, and super cheap prices. They practically give away everything. Sunday night at 9 p.m. on your channel, Doom. Not Eastern Standard Time. Uh, I could definitely make the first hour of that, but the midnight hour is starts at 10 o'clock, and we have a special guest on ourselves. Um, I definitely can promote it though. I mean, I'll talk about it if you could, if you want to tell me about it. You want to come on and talk about it? Doomsday. You want to come on for a minute and talk about it? I mean, we got a few people here watching it. Okay. Oh, it's a premiere. Okay. So is this going to be an event in the future? I mean, your announcement. Oh, you're announcing it on Sunday night. Oh, okay. Top secret till Sunday. Not a problem. So you're just uploading your announcement at 9 o'clock, and then you'll tell details. Okay, I thought you were going to do a live event, and I was like, oh no, don't do that to me. Not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, you know what? I will make sure that I'm there Sunday so I can talk about your event on the midnight hour. Okay, for July. Okay, sweet. We'll help promote it. I'll help promote it here too. Not a problem. I'll get all the details after Sunday, all the full details, and I'll start hyping it up here. Back to Night Watch real quick. I hear they're trying. I guess Night submitted an appeal. So it sounds like overall, honestly, it's one or two things that I can think of. One is it's a troll who reported them in. Thank you, no problem, Dooms. I'm all about promoting. That's what I really enjoy promoting. I like it a lot. Hi, Amanda. How are you? And Amanda, we are still working on responding to your warhead challenge. We have to find warheads. We're having a dickens of a time finding warheads, but we are going to do it. I find airheads. Airheads, I can go to my store and get airheads, but I can't find warheads. Hey, Geeky, how are you, sir? Welcome, welcome. I need to do a contest entry for you, and I'm going to do that today. I keep on, it goes Walmart. Okay, definitely. I'm going to Walmart then. I need to do, if anybody doesn't know this, but Geeky Hijinks is now doing a contest for 200 subscribers. Is it 200 or 300? Um, I think you're hitting 300, right? Well, if you're not, you should be. Or is it 200? I know you have a contest going on. I can't believe this. I already got 6 people watching this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Walmart. Okay, so for those lost a little bit, 100. Oh, well, you know what? You got past 100. It's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get faster. It will. I I mean, I want it yesterday, but if patience, it'll go. It'll come. I mean, I'm just now just reaching over the 200 mark myself. I've been doing it. I came online. Started my channel at in July. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I got it yesterday. I just went to the lady at Great Clips. I sat down and says, "Take it all off. Take everything off. Leave the mustache, though." That was it. Has anybody else seen the Craft yet? The Craft Legacy? And if so, love to hear your thoughts about it. I know our boy Hobbs Horror, he absolutely adores Feruza Balk. That's his that's one of his dream girls. How was it, Amanda? Was it pretty? Did you enjoy it? Oh my gosh! Well, I don't know if you Yeah, well, just roll back to the midnight hour episode, Jinx, and take a look at my look. I look like the Unabomber. Yeah. Do you think the cast was just too young for it? No problem, Doomsday. Yep. No. Nope. Yep. I will definitely. Yeah, I will definitely come by Sunday on your channel and check out your announcement, so I can go ahead and start hyping it for you. Yeah, that's how I looked. I just look like a total wild, you know. I like to say that the look was because of the pandemic, but that's not the case. No, this that happens. Amanda, with the young cast, you know, they tried to save money on the budget, so you know it's probably one of the reasons why they didn't have any of the other main stars come on in to the sequel, or the you know yeah the sequel, because of that. You know, they're trying to make it for minimum money. I believe it was Bloomhouse that did this, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Bloomhouse put this out. So Jason Bloom is a very smart producer. A lot of the Bloomhouse movies are only produced like under $10 million budgets, um, and he knows this market really well. So um, he knows he's not going to get much. You know, they'll do minimal promotion. Uh, they'll get it out there, or they'll let word of mouth carry it, and they make money. They make money. Uh, Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot blame the pandemic for my look. I have a hard time. I have a hard time struggling. Um, I have issues, as they say. Not crazy or anything like that. I just suffer from a permanent broken heart. So it takes. I don't really. Doesn't really matter what I look like. I know that sounds weird. I guess it's one of the reasons why I'm on here, just to talk it out. You guys can be my audience for this. Thanks for coming, Doomsday. I appreciate it. Yep, we're gonna help each other out. That's the best thing we could do. Support each other. If you guys haven't connected with each other on here, please open up another browser window if you can. Look at the person's name and connect and leave a comment. Don't connect without leaving a comment. See, I do learn things from Kevin. I'm gonna see if anybody wants to join us here. So I'll just throw this up here and see if anybody will pop up. How many people like to? Did anybody see the new Fantasy Island remake from last year? That was a rare misfire from Bloomhouse. I really would love to ask Jason Bloom what was he thinking with that, or what was behind the thought process for that. I know that they're actually doing a Fantasy Island TV show this summer. But aren't all the characters? Aren't they all the daughters from the first movie? Or are they just all the same cliquish? I thought they were all. I thought the premise was they're all the daughters from the all the girls from the first movie. Greetings, Morbid Heart Designs. How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I didn't think I'd be able to get this movie because how I do my collecting is different. A lot of people in our community, they oh, Angela. Okay, I have to remember that. Uh, so a lot of people in the horror community, as you know, they shop and get those great boutique stuff. You know, all the different re-releases and whatnot. Unfortunately, due to budget constraints, I can't. I basically go to charity shops, thrift shops, and I go to local. I used to go to a local video chain, but it closed down. Um, so my bookstore was my last resort as far as buying anything relatively new. Okay, definitely Morbid or Angela. Okay, I can remember that. So I go to my library. That's the reason why if you look at the copy of this, if you look at the copy of this, that's why there's stickers everywhere on it because this was actually being rented out at the library. Yeah, Bloomhouse really doesn't do too many R-rated movies though, Angela. They really specialize in the young and the PG-13 market. I mean, they have a few rated R movies, but they really do try to do the PG-13 most of the horror stuff because they feel like more youngsters will actually buy it. Oh, I love people. I love my library. Yeah, I mean, there's been some really good PG-13. Okay, my wife, she didn't really like watching horror with me, um, but I told her there's a golden rule. There's golden rules for horror films. Um, a good horror film cannot be rated PG-13. It cannot be re-released by a major studio, and it cannot have a major star cast. Not in today's world. Um, Back in the '70s, yes, yes. I mean, you could. I mean, back in the '70s, many mainstream A-list actors did horror films. But if you look at it today, there's not that many. There's not that many that will sign up to do a horror film. Well, let's run with that. That's a really yep. That's a good thing. It's absolutely true. I mean, you can have a rated R versus rated PG-13, and no, I just never a rated PG-13 film does not do it for me. You gotta have the if not the gore, you gotta have the theme. It has to be an adult theme. I mean, it's not to say that this is a bad movie. I mean, this is a PG-13 movie, and it's tailor made for a certain audience. So that's great. A lot of people like ourselves will probably watch it because when the first one came out. But the one thing we're going to notice too is that it's not nearly as edgy as the first one was. Yeah, it's really weird. It's sort of strange. Hey, Vasim. Yeah, I must say, I think I ate them. Well, over here, in our movies, there's one thing that's disappearing really quickly in major studios for sure. Um, there's no nudity anymore. Not that you need it, but it's going away. It's going away. Um, Sort of like major stars really doing any horror films. That's sort of going away too. There's not too many. Yeah, this is my first solo stream, Vasim. I did the one for the midnight hour on last Sunday when Josh's dog got hurt. Now, do you guys still have the video nasty though, or did they eliminate that? Thank you, Amanda, for showing up. I appreciate it so much. Wow. So I think we have those ratings. We have that many ratings for TV shows, but for theatrical releases, it's still rated G, PG, PG-13, R, and NC. Yeah, I guess well, yeah, because of the different content. Yeah, there's certain rules for the United States, the rating system. There's certain rules like you're only allowed to say certain curse words. Like you can say, I think in a PG-13 film, I think you're allowed to say the word fuck once or twice. I think you're allowed to say goddamn once or twice. It's how many words, how many times can you say it in a movie before it gets bumped up for language? I mean, you will hear the language, but it all depends how many times you're allowed to say it. But are the video nasty still around? Wow. I wonder if it got well. You know what? That's an older film though, right? So I mean, if you go back to some of the older films that we watch, it probably doesn't seem so bad. Oh, brother. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Right? Yeah. I remember. I remember when Disney did their first movie, the first PG movie they ever did. Yes. Oh gosh, yeah. Well, that was one of the reasons why. Yeah, Jaws is P. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we got the PG-13 rating because of movies like that. Because there's no way that Jaws is a rated PG movie. We all know that. I mean, I went and saw Jaws at the theater, and then a few months later, I went and saw a movie called Grizzly at the theater. It was rated PG too, and let me tell you, that movie was bloody. It was bloody as hell. Wow, that's amazing. Probably because they feel that maybe the effects are outdated. I mean, the language is strong though for a 15. But then again, if you look at most of I tell you another thing that's dying out here in the United States too is um is network TV. We have Fox, CBS, ABC. Um, they're all going away. Everybody's going straight to cable or streaming, where the language is not a concern. Right, because of the theme matter. Yeah, that's a really good question, Vasim. I you know what, that's a really good question, and it wasn't just a glimpse either. It wasn't just like a flash. That was a rated R length nude scene there, and not only was she nude, but her character was young, so it was actually almost you'd almost sit there and say it was almost like kid porn because she wasn't Rose supposed to be like 17? Yeah, that's a yeah. I remember that scene in Titanic. I was like shocked. I think everybody was like I don't know if you guys know this or not, but that scene that with Kate Winslet, that was actually James Cameron doing the art, doing in the room, doing the picture. That was not Leonardo. That was James Cameron. Oh, I think there's aren't they supposed to be I think the Pirates are starting to rumble again, but I think they're going to have a I think they want to have a woman be the lead in the new Pirates of the Caribbean, which is fine for me. There actually were women pirates back in the day who captained ships. Thank you, appreciate that. Wow, they have Marco Robbie in just about everything now, don't they? No way, Vasim. Really? Oh my gosh, you got to do something about that. Those are fun movies. Those are a lot of fun. I've seen them all the way through the third one. She's very cute. I agree, Joe. The first pirate movie, super cool. But I will say this: I thought it was really neat how they made Jeffrey Rush into a hero. I thought that was really cool. Barbosa, they made him into an ally. That was a nice twist. Oh, I Tanya. I have that. I do have I, Tonya. I have not watched it yet. That was a weird. That was weird. That whole story was weird. Yes, I still got the soundtrack too. The third one, yeah, I think the third one they're stretching it a little bit. The ending made no sense of the third one. Absolutely no sense. But the second one were really well. The second one was a lot of fun. I mean, Bill, I have to give this for English actors. English actors, especially the older ones, they are game for anything. I mean, they are game for anything. I mean, look at all the movies that Bill Nighy has done. I mean, that guy he's like Liam Neeson, Ciarán Hinds. I mean, it's amazing. What's not worth it? The Pirates of the Caribbean films. They're saying they're not worth watching. Oh my gosh, they couldn't be more wrong. The pirate movies are a lot of fun. Now, I have not seen on I have not seen the last one. I say actually I don't think I've seen the last two. Yeah, the third one it's a struggle. Well, you know what? Judy Dench did not necessarily do a John Wick movie, but she did do a movie called Red Sparrow, where she played a master spy and she tells her story. Holy cow, Joe! What's up? Wow, very cool. I absolutely love Judy Dench. Yep, I went and got a haircut. Okay, the truth of the matter is what I did yesterday was I put catnip all in my head, right? I put catnip in my head, and then I stuck it around the cheetah, and then he did the rest. Sure, we'll be here. Um, wow, best pirate movie. That's a really good question. Oh yeah? Oh, that must have been hard though. I bet it hurt, didn't it, Joe? What are you what are you up to now as far as your lift capacity? Are you at 3 pounds or 4 pounds limit for your shoulder? Which well, only see the Carpenter fog, Joe. Only see the original. Yeah, man. I did they give you a rubber ball yet, Joe, to squeeze? Are you allowed to do that yet? Yeah, yeah. You do not want to mess that up. Yeah, the seam. Hope you don't mind me messing it, Joe. But Joe had tore his rotator cuff in his shoulder, and a rotator cuff injury is a major injury. Um, I mean, even top elite athletes, it can take them a year to recover. So an average Joe, no pun intended, it can take a little longer than that, and you got to be super careful. It's one of the slowest healing injuries there is. It's a very long process to rehab a rotator cuff injury. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll just call. I'll call. We'll call him Horror Man. So it's been a couple of months. Okay, so yeah, so you're hopefully you're at maybe three to uh hopefully you're at 3 to 5 pounds. Probably 3 pounds lifting limit. I think it's like a pound a month, right? You're allowed to add a pound a month on your rehab until they clear it. Uh, yeah, that's awfully nice of you to say, Angela. Yeah, we really yeah, we want Joe to we want the Horror Man to heal up quick. You know, I'm just realizing this now. Me doing this at this time, I can actually talk to you folks in the UK. This is awesome because most of the time when we do the midnight hour or Super Slash Bros or Coast to Coast, it's too late for the English audience to come over because I think we're like 5 or 6 hours behind you guys. Oh, there you go. There you go, Jinx. Yep. Wow. Now? How does that work for you? I know you have the National Health Service. Are you able to get in there to have them look at your shoulder and be able to treat your rotator cuff injury, or is that pandemic clogging everything up? No problem, Joe. Thank you again. Watch that shoulder. Okay, so 6 p.m. Oh, so yeah, you're okay. It's gonna be 1 o'clock here, so you're 5 hours ahead of us. Okay. Well, see, now that I know this, because I want to okay, now I don't know how many folks know this, but I actually have a written blog. Um, I write a regular blog. Let me show that to you guys. Greetings, Texas. No problem. This is my first live right here. This is my first solo, so you haven't missed anything yet. I did an episode of the podcast I do last Sunday. No problem. That's awesome, Vasim. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. So I write a regular blog here. Um, you know, I sent you guys the link there. Uh, and I was thinking about doing something off of the extension off the blog here for my streams. And I'm just trying to figure out a good time to do it so people actually will come by and check it out. And I was actually thinking about this time, like a 12 to 2 period, and maybe doing some live streams of my interview series. I do an interview series called 8 Questions With, and I just ask people some questions. How goes your day, Texas? I know there's some if you guys haven't connected with each other, because there's you know, please reach out and do so. Yeah, that'll be neat. Yeah, I agree. No, I ask anybody. Goth, I ask anybody. That's the thing about it. I will talk to anybody. I could talk to you. I'll talk to Crystal. I'll talk to Angela. No, yeah, I mean, I'll talk to anybody. A lot of my interviews are with up and coming directors, actors, different artists. I've interviewed authors. Um, uh, yeah, I've interviewed a couple of people from the community. I interviewed Hobbs, and I interviewed Interweb Kaiju. I've interviewed both them, but I was thinking about doing that here. Asking someone to come on onto a stream and do an interview with them. Make it run maybe an hour, hour and a half. I know we do that on the midnight hour, but the midnight hour is more, it's more oriented toward horror only, and which is fine because that's what the show is all about. It's based in horror, so no problem with that. But I like to talk to different folks as well. There's actually been an artist who I've been chasing for over 2 years. She agreed to interview with me, and we have just like we've had the worst luck as far as that goes. But now that I think about doing the streaming, I think I think we could actually do it, and that means you guys too. Yes, I definitely want to do that. I will do that, Angela, for sure. Consider it done. Because you have a design, right? You make I mean that's your little company name, right? Morbid Heart Designs. Because I would talk to you about what you create. Same thing with everybody here. It'd be a lot of fun. Oh, no doubt. I will send my contest entry in as soon as I get done from doing the stream. I'm probably just gonna stream for like an hour and a half, and then I'll go. I just wanted to taste this for a test run, see how it goes. So I love it so far. So horror film, horror movies, and do fan art based on it. Okay, see, I love that. Charles, welcome, welcome. Oh, so you're gonna go see the Gin today? All right. I'm sure you're gonna review it, right? Because if you do, I'm gonna post your review up in the on the Midnight Hour Facebook group. Yeah, we'll stay out of trouble for sure. Yeah, StreamYard is fun. That's fun. I mean, it's a lot of it's easy. This is my first one too. I didn't think I didn't think I could do it because I thought you had to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube before you were able to stream. So I never did it. I would have did this a long time ago if I would have thought if I knew I could do it. Charles, I think Charles is an IFC fan, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I like IFC films. Oh, Discord. Okay. I need to go ahead and welcome, Foxy Lady. How are you? Oh, thank you for showing up. This is really cool. Foxy Lady is a regular on Phil's channel. That's how her and I connected. I have to do Discord, but this I have to sign up for Discord. Yeah. Well, anybody who likes ISC films is in my is my cup of tea. Now, where are you located at, Foxy Lady? Are you in Canada or are you in the UK? See, that's what I thought. See, that's what I said too. Yeah, yeah. You can't go out. You can't. I think what it is you can't go through YouTube to use StreamYard until you have 1,000, but you can use it outside YouTube if you're under 1,000, which I didn't know about. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Oh, I will show you. Okay, so here's a sad story about this about the Night Watch Zone. So, like I mentioned, I just met Night about 3 weeks ago, and through Phil, and I was over there watching one of his lives, and oh, no problem, Charles. So I was we were talking about movies about someone asked the question of if you could be in a horror movie, what movie would you like to be in? And so I mentioned I'd like to be in this one in Night Zone. He pinged me and he says that's a fantastic movie. Now I've been pimping this movie out since I've gotten it, and that's I've had this movie for years. And but I talk about it all the time, but nobody in the community really ever mentions it until Night did. And so we were going to go ahead and do a live stream and talk about a dark song. Um, IFC Movies is a independent film company, and think of A24 films, and then elevate it. Uh, IFC has regular films and they have IFC Midnight films. And IFC Midnight covers horror, science fiction. IFC handles independent films. Most of the time, they star a name. There's a big name attached to it, and they're just small films. Not very big budgets, but they're excellently acted. So I collect IFC and I collect IFC Midnight. And the horror films that they put out are amazing. Um, they put out that movie called Swallow this summer. They put out Relic. Um, they actually do a lot of UK films too. Oh no, that's not a problem. A lot of people don't know about IFC films. They don't get very much wide releases. They have their own little like they generally release them at a they have a theater in New York City. They pretty much release them there for a theatrical release, and then most of the time it's just gone through right through their website. Yeah, like Bloomhouse, they're like Bloomhouse, but much better. Here I can help out. So there's a link. There's a link to the website. There's actually a lot of you can find a lot of titles on the secondary markets like eBay and Amazon. Oh, yeah. Oh, believe me, I'm a one man band when it comes to IFC films. When at my video store, it got so bad. That's how they knew me. They just knew me as the IFC guy. They know that whenever they got an IFC film in, that they know that I'd be right behind it, looking for it. IFC is actually owned by the same company who owns Shutter, which is AMC, and they've actually done that. They also own Robert RLJE Films, and the Shutter label is basically the same business model as IFC. They had their mainstream films like Robert LJ, and then they spun off into doing Shutter films, and that's what IFC did. They had IFC, and then they spun off to IFC Midnight. Oh, Angela, I'm telling you, you go down that rabbit hole, you'll be there. You'll be there. I mean, they have over 1,000 movies. They've released over 1,000 movies. I got 215 of them. Now, I can't say every single movie they put out is all that. Um, Actually, there's been a couple of movies that were just absolutely horrible. Um, and the first time I ever wrote a review where I actually let some real anger in, like I was mad, really angry, was an ISC Midnight movie. It was just not very good. I go through oh, you know, it's a good place to get those movies too. I'm not sure if you guys can do this. I would think you can. Is you go to hamiltonbook.com. They have a lot of very affordable IFC Midnight films there you can get for real cheap. And I'm not sure what the international shipping is, but as for U.S. shipping, it's very very affordable. But yeah, I highly recommend any title they on IFC. Uh, I have not seen I have not seen a bad IFC film. I've seen movies I didn't necessarily like, but I wouldn't say they were bad. They just weren't my cup of tea. IFC Midnight, yeah, they have stumbled their toes a couple of times. Right. That's how I am too. Oh, what's up, Ricky? Oh shit. Uh-oh. Business just picked up. Business just picked up. Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Um, digital. Wow. Have you lost any of your films, Angela? Have you lost any films like you put up in your cloud and they just got deleted? What's going on, Ricky? Look at I'm up. I came on specifically early to hook up with the UK audience. If you guys have not connected, I'm sure you have, but if you have not connected with old AF reviewers, please do so. Those guys are hilarious. Oh my god. From the grocery store? Yeah, is in your lockup coming? Are they releasing you guys from lockup now? Lockdown? So people are going to be coming out a lot more. Yeah, I'm like that too. I'm very selective of what I buy. Um, there's certain things, there's certain movies when I look at them, I just won't buy it all. Yeah, yeah, isn't that amazing? He is here. Yeah, I've worked a 14-hour shift at a grocery store before. That ain't fun. That is not fun. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You can hear the bell ringing. You can hear. Oh, yeah. I think we're supposed to be released our nationwide. I think they're supposed to be lifting things up from June 15th. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I was actually a store trainer, Ricky, at a grocery store. So I trained all the new employees how to run registers and stuff like that. And yeah, it could be very long hours out of the house. It's going to be so busy. You're going to have a lot. You're going to, and I'm sure replenishing your shelves is not an easy task. Now that you guys are doing the Brexit. Oh no, yeah, you're right, Goff. I don't do that either. I don't give any credence to Rotten Tomatoes. I know it's a collective review. I don't let reviewers. I definitely do not let mainstream reviewers dictate what I watch. I do not do that. A reviewer is just one voice. It's just one voice. Oh, I blind by all the time. I blind by all the time. Um, that's what the Dark Song was. This was I knew nothing about this movie. I know that all I know is I reviewed a movie called The Dark Room, which was a New Zealand horror film, and I knew nothing about it. The only reason I bought it was I got it for $1.50, and it looked interesting, and why not? Um, but I'll tell you how I'll tell you how I got into collecting real quick. I didn't get into it like most people did. Um, I lost my wife. Actually, it'll be 8 years ago on Thursday. Um, so after she passed away, things got to be really. Thanks, Ricky. Things got really sad here. You know, I needed some. I couldn't have the house be quiet. So what I did was I went and got. I needed white noise. So between listening to the CD player and then what I did is I just got a bunch of movies from I got a bunch of movies and I just put them on just to hear them. I never watched them. I couldn't tell you what I watched. Um, and I don't know what I bought. Yeah, me too. So so I'm after a couple of years after this. I mean, I bought movies. I cannot tell you what I bought. I have a case downstairs with probably about 600 movies in it. I cannot tell you anything about them because I don't remember watching them. All I know is that I just listened to them. And then after a while, then I started collecting a little bit through our local a store called Dollar Tree. And then I found the video store, Family Video, and that's where I started collecting all my films at. Uh, I enjoy hunting for films. I do. It's the hunt for me. You know, I like looking for them. I collect anything. I collect anything. Horror films, independent dramas. Um, I review mostly pretty much all independent films on my blog. I really don't review any of the blockbusters. No Star Wars. No MCU. None of that. Horror movie collecting is a lot of fun, and you start getting to know the names and the faces real quick when it comes down to quality filmmaking. Oh, I love war films too. I love war films. Uh, I mean, really, just that's a really tough question. Um, because I love them all. I'll tell you the truth. I can tell you, it's easier for me to tell you what I don't collect than it is to tell you what I do collect. Um, I don't do adult films, and I don't collect torture porn. I don't like that. I won't watch that. Like like I spit on your grave. I won't watch that. There's no reason to watch that for me. I don't like necessarily like the rape revenge theme either, especially if it's directed by a man or written by a man. I'm not really into that. I don't think a man should be writing about rape revenge, and I don't think he should be directing it. I love I watched Star Wars when it came out too. I my opinion about Star Wars was I was really okay after the Return of the Jedi, right? Um, like between that and the prequels, uh, much for Star Trek, the reason why those franchises stayed relevant is because of the fans, completely because of the fans. They're the ones, the reason why they stayed in the public's eye. All the novels, all the conventions, all the cosplays, hell, even all the fan fiction. I mean, it's the fans kept it alive. And so when they announced the latest round of Star Wars movies, I mean, I was pretty excited because it was like, are they going to continue? Are they going to take the storyline from a novel? And when Disney and Lucas said that they were just going to completely start over, and that anything coming before that didn't count, I was really sort of pissed off because the books had Luke and Leia married. They had they had Leia and Han married with twins. They had Luke Skywalker being teaching a school. No, I've only seen the very first one, Angela. I saw the very first one with Camille Keaton, and I found out that I do have my limitations about what I watch, and that was it. As far as The Quiet Place goes, I really like to watch the first. I really like to sit there and tell you. I'd be honest with you. I really like the first one, but the first Quiet Place has some of the most stupidest people I've ever seen on a film. I could not get into the film because I could not believe how stupid those people were. It's a miracle they were still alive. They did so many stupid things. It was very hard to stay in that film. The Conjuring will be interesting. Yeah, I love. I'm more of a supernatural horror fan than I am a slasher horror fan. The supernatural stuff gets me. I love that stuff. Supernatural horror is really good. Slasher horror, I don't know. I mean, it's all right when it's done right, but the supernatural stuff is very much more interesting to me. Yeah, I've heard about that. Hellraiser. Yeah. Well, same thing with Phantasm too. The deeper you got into Phantasm, the worse it got. It's really weird how they do that. It seems like every time they do a franchise, it just seems like every time, every movie they re-release, they put it out, it gets weaker and weaker. Now, I haven't seen the new Saw movie yet, the Spiral. I have not seen that yet. I read the synopsis of it. I I'm trying to remain hopeful, but without any connection to Jigsaw, I don't know why it was made. I can't imagine why it was made for. I'm trying to figure out why would you make a new Saw movie. Yeah, I have heard that. I've only watched the first two Hellraiser movies, to tell you the truth. I've heard some other ones that are pretty good, like Hellraiser Judgment. I guess that was supposed to be pretty good. Um, and even the second Hellraiser, uh, I liked it quite a bit, but the ending was so damn weak. Oh, all that build up in the final fight was horrible. One of the worst. I'm holding out. I'll be honest with you, Angela. I'm optimistic for it, only because of Darren Lynn Bousman directing it. I'm very optimistic because when Darren Lynn Bousman is motivated, and when he has something vested in the movie, he's a great director. I like Doug Bradley fine as Pinhead. I really did, but I really think that they really set that whole franchise back. The whole franchise took a tremendous step backwards with that last fight in Hellraiser 2. I think it really killed all momentum in the franchise because Pinhead got wiped out in 5 minutes. It was just horribly, horribly weak. It's like you were prepared for a drag out knockout fight and then that. And it's just like you're sitting there with you're like looking around and you're looking at the audience and they're all looking at you and you're going like, what was that? Um Now I've heard mixed reviews about The Nun. I know some people love it and some people okay. Yeah. I like a good nun movie. Um I watched a movie on ISC Midnight called The Devil's Doorway. That is worthwhile. That's a great movie. Oh, okay. Let me back out and come back in. Oh, okay. It's gonna take me a minute here. Uh, all right. Woo. Okay. So this is on the fly. I'm learning how to do this on the fly. There. Yes, that's true. That's how I agree with you. I agree. I'm trying to set it up so the way I have my phone, I'm doing this off the phone, and unfortunately, I don't have the best stabilization for it. That's why it's a little bit bumpy. I can't thank you guys enough for sticking around. This has been. I didn't think this was. I didn't think this was going to go nearly as well as it did. To tell you the truth, because it's so early in the day here for us. It's early. It's real early in the day here. So it's 1:30 here in the U.S. and a lot of people were at work or doing other activities. The reason why I came on so early is because if I messed up, nobody was going to see it. But I enjoy blind buying, especially when you go to like a thrift store or charity shop or boot sale, yard sale, the library. Whenever you can get a chance to buy a movie for like we have Dollar Tree stores over here. Whenever you can go and if you see a movie that you don't know anything about, it's awesome just to be able to pick it up for $1, $1.50. You're not going to really lose anything if it sucks. Um, and if a movie really really bad, I just give it away. Oh, where are you? Where are you? You must be on the. You must be in California then, Angela. Oh boy, did I freeze up again? Oh, okay, okay. I will definitely look you up. I will definitely guys look you up. I think yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up too because I wanted to be on for about an hour and a half, so I did. And Angela, I will reach out to you. And okay, thank you. I will reach out and we'll set the interview up. What's going on, Big Daddy J? Thank you so much. I'll come over and visit your stream. I'll visit your stream when you go live. Okay, this is my first solo stream. Now that Justin's a veteran of streaming, I see him streaming all the time now. Are you going live on Thursday? I'll have to miss that one, unfortunately, Justin. I'm. This is actually my last day. I'm going to be online till Saturday. Uh, I think it's going to be on your site, Goth, because I think everybody else is hearing me. Can everybody hear me fine? What's your topic going to be, Justin? And we definitely got to do a football stream. I want to do a football stream. I'm sorry because everybody's commenting on what I'm saying, so they hear me okay. What I'll do, Justin, is I'll definitely support it. I'll come by and what I'll do is I'll save it and I'll do a rewatch for you for sure. But yeah, this is my bad week. This is the week I'm going to be totally. Oh no, we're talking American football. Oh no, no, I'm not much. I will say this though. I will say this. I do love watch. Okay, maybe this is for another topic for another stream. But could someone please explain to me why there's who hooligans at soccer games? Yeah, we got to do some football streaming. Yeah, if you guys haven't connected yet, please do so. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're talking about American football. We're gonna talk a little. We're gonna talk some college football. We're gonna talk about Well, we're going to talk about Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills are the second best team in their own town, behind the Buffalo Bulls. Oh, that's nice. Holy cow! I heard you. I heard you popped up on the Coast to Coast show. Sorry about that, Justin. You know how we do it. We have to talk a little bit of smack. Um, See, I'm not so sure I can do. I'm not so sure John would do a show with me because I do tend to talk a little trash, a little bit, not too bad. Oh well, you'll get back out there. Oh, I agree. Um, yeah, you can have a little bit. You just can't let it get nasty. That's what I mean. I don't understand when people get into fights at football games or soccer matches. I can never understand it. I don't care if the guy sitting next to is wearing a brown jersey or a Bengal jersey. Hell, that makes it more fun because then we can have some fun with the team. But the thing about it is though is that they're there supporting their team, and I like that. I love it. When you go tailgating and you meet other guys from other people from other schools and whatnot, and you share your food with them. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be about. And I don't understand that I hate that school. Well, unless it's the SEC, then I understand that. But I don't understand that. I mean, it's like, okay, I might have an arch rival, but I don't hate them. Exactly. It's just a game. The SEC can burn. It's the best. It's the best pro football league that's not NFL. But I would love to do. I would like to do a little stream with you and Project Ellsworth and anybody else that's into football. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't get that. That's what I mean. I don't because to me, whenever I watch a game or whenever I watch a match of English football, all I know is I hear all the singing in the stands. I mean, all the background noises. It looks like an absolute joy to be able to go there and listen to that. It's so loud and they're singing together, and I just don't understand how after the game, people get so stupid. It's a game. Yeah, we have to do college too. We have to talk college ball though. We can't just do pro. We got to talk a little college ball because I like college football more than I like pro. Tell you the truth. Oh, thank you. To quote Phil, we have 4 people watching and 10 likes. Thank you so much. I watched that one clip about the disaster at Happy Parade. Oh my God, that was insane. That is so sad. Oh gosh, yeah, we talk baseball. I've been a Yankee fan all my life. I've been a fan for Oh, thank you. I've been a Yankee fan for over 40 years. I got my brother to be a Yankees fan too. Now, now the one game I don't, the one game I like to learn about and watch, but I have no idea what I'm watching is cricket. I have no idea what cricket is, and I know before baseball took hold here in the U.S., cricket was major here in the states. Before baseball took over, they had cricket leagues and everything else. But I don't know how you play cricket. Yeah, well, Texas kicked our ass yesterday. New York Yankees. Yeah, the Rangers dominated yesterday. The Yankees just can't hit worth shit this year. They got great pitching and they have terrible hitting. I don't know what it is. Their hitting's just terrible. I they're complaining about the lack of offense and people can't hit the ball. It's not that at all. Baseball needs to outlaw the shift. If you want to see more hits and more offense, outlaw the shift. Oh, hey David, hey Sam. Well, I was gonna try to disguise myself as your brother, David, and come over and pick up Sam. You know, I'm a diehard Yankee fan, and no, I do not like the Red Sox. But can I be honest with you? One thing I hate ESPN covering that series every single season. On Sunday Night Baseball, it's always the Yankees and the Red Sox. And you know what? I'd rather see the Yankees than the Blue Red and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays go at it a few times because the Rays are our new rivals as far as I'm concerned. I just hate that. I want to see small market teams get a fair shot. What's the last time you saw the Pirates play on a Sunday night? You don't see the Pirates. You don't see how you don't get to see the Rangers play. You don't see the Jays play very much on Sundays. You don't see the Rays. You're in disguise. Oh, I don't watch TV either. Nope, I have no TV here. I have no TV, no streaming, no cable. I just watch movies and TV shows. I follow the games on ESPN, and they do a lot of live streaming too. I mean, that's one good thing about the NFL. I mean, the NFL pretty much you're gonna see every game. You're gonna see every team all the time. And hell, to tell you the truth, even though there's 130 college football teams, you have a good chance of seeing all the teams sometime than you do baseball. Baseball, you don't see any of the small market teams. I mean, not on ESPN, not or Fox. Yeah, that's no. I have internet, but I don't have cable or anything like that. Well, he actually is the one that's responsible for this because how I explained it was what I did was I took a can of catnip, I put catnip all in my head, right, and then I ducked it over there like this, and then he just went to town on it. He just sliced and diced me. He did. He went all Wolverine on my ass. Besides, if I came in the house and he started growling at me, all I would have to do is say turkey, and then he'd know that would be me because that means turkey treats. Yeah, I didn't know people still do satellite. Paladin is he is on in his bed. He was here with me for a minute. He was laying down, but he went to bed. Now now I'm sure Justin can tell you that his streams have gotten more popular now that he's including Cheeto and Garfield. And Gray Man, greetings, sir. And David's gonna have to start showing Rhea now that Sam's locked up. He's gonna start having Rhea hang out with him on the coast to coast. How goes your day, Gray Man? Oh, you got two cats? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm telling you, man, cats add views. When you have a cat on, it adds views. I mean, Paladin popped up for he walked across my setup last Sunday, and that's what I heard from people after the stream, going like like it wasn't like I was online for 4 hours. It was like, wow, you got a really cute cat. See, cats are it. Yeah, I just let him have. I let Paladin. Well, obviously, because I mean, you can't really tell Cheetah that you can't go somewhere. It doesn't really work that way. But he pretty much goes where he wants to. I let him go anywhere he wants to, except I don't like him when he jumps into on downstairs in the basement. He likes to jump on my on the furnace, and so I tried to discourage that. The first time he did that, he scared the shit out of me. He got really because the furnace it's taller than me. And I was in my pantry and I was getting something for dinner or whatnot. And next thing I know, I hear this noise and I turn around and Paladin's like looking down at me, sitting on top of the furnace. I'm telling you, I lost a life that day. I almost pissed my pants. He scared the shit out of me. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Now, see, this is real men talk right here. By the way, this is real men talk. This is how men talk right now. We're talking cats. Best chat ever. Best stream ever. Right here. What do you guys talk about with your live streams? Oh, we're talking about gaming and Call of Duty. Oh hell no, we're talking about cats. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, Paladin's he rules this house. Yeah, the important stuff, no doubt. Yeah, this is like we're talking world order here. Yeah, I got to do something about that too, Goth. Like I doing my regular videos, and I was, I listen to, I play them back, and my regular videos, it's it's hard. I don't really like the sound of what I seems like I because I don't have very much social interaction with people. It seems like my speeches are really it's really broken down. I love Salem for a name of a cat. Salem's a great name. I'm very quiet too. My whole demeanor changed when my wife passed away. Um, I just came pretty reclusive, actually. I mean, I can go I can go basically 6 out of 7 days without talking to a single soul in person, unless I go out. If I go out someplace, I can talk to people, but otherwise that I don't talk to anybody. Now Salem, is a Salem an all black cat? Thank you, Gray Man. I appreciate it. It's going to be 8 years on Thursday. This is my last day online. I'm going to be taking the next 4 days off. Yeah, Phil popped up earlier, David. Hey, Nate. Yeah, Phil popped up last Sunday for the stream. The midnight hour was he popped up and with Night and he hung out for a long time. I could not believe all the support I got last Sunday. I was so grateful. I still am. Right. That's why I was doing the streams on Instagram for. I was doing those live streams on Instagram just so I could practice. So like I don't so I could do something like this without stuttering over myself to improve my other videos. Because I mean my regular channel videos, man, they're rough. Holy cow, we got 7 people watching. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think so too. It's really helping me a lot too. I mean, Casey was outstanding last Sunday. He came on and saved my ass. Really, Interweb Kaiju. He came on and saved my ass, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was just like it was a go time. And because Hobbs' dog got hurt last Sunday, and his dog is doing much better. By the way, he did let us know that his dog is doing better, but he got bit by a horsefly. I don't know if anybody's ever been bitten by a horsefly. I have. It's not pleasant. It's very painful, actually. So what do you guys got coming on your channels? We'll talk about you guys for the last 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Poor Rocky. He said that the bite mark got swollen. Oh, Phil's back. We were just talking about you. We are just saying how you hung out quite a bit with us last Sunday. You and Knight. That's got to get resolved. That really needs to get resolved like yesterday. Should have never happened. Does anybody have any? Does anybody know how to get a hold of YouTube? Does anybody know? Is there anybody that has a number or any? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're talking about Lovecraft. Don't scroll up in the chat, Phil. That all that talk about cats, you don't see that. This is manly talk here. Oh, okay. So, also, okay, Detective Comics. How many Batman comics do you have, Gray Man? Yeah, really? Are they not letting you? They're not letting you do super chats, or are they taking too much money? Not counted. Oh, not counted. How many Batman? Okay. How is how what's YouTube doing to your super chats? Don't they take like 30% or 20% away from a super chat? Like if someone donates $10, don't they take like 20% of it? I think Google as a company has really slipped. It really has slipped. The quality of the people they have working there has really gone down. This is no accident. That's not right. Yeah, is it 20%? It can't be more than that. That'd be ridiculous. Connect, connect, Justin. Don't say sub because that'll get you unsubbed from Grayman if you do. I learned that the painfully. So this is like a pattern in the community, between you telling me between you mentioning that gray man about the super chat to Night Watch Zone getting losing his channel uh, to now it's dark. They lost 70 subs. That's nice, Phil. Yeah, Justin. It's don't worry. I didn't. I had to learn that too. 30%. Gee willikers. That just blows chow. They lost their channel too, huh? But yet, let one of their big names go out there and film dead people and post it on their channel, and it's all good. Nothing's wrong with that, you know. Let right wing hate groups go online and talk shit, and Trumpers go on there and preach hate, and that's all good. But you got a guy like Night Watch, he gets zinged for nothing. Yes, everybody's. Please do. If you guys have not connected with each other, please do. And when you do connect with each other, leave a comment when you do so. Don't just sub and go, because the algorithm will unsub you more likely or not. So leave a comment when you connect with each other. Now, see, I can understand that if you have like strikes and everything else. I mean, that happens. But Knight says that there was nothing there, and you know what? I see so many channels out there now, like movie clip channels and all that other shit. How are they able to go out there and post movie clips, like Mojo, your Daily Mojo or whatever it is? How are they able to do that? It's not like they're making. It's not like they're making money. There's so many things I've seen on YouTube that shouldn't be on there, and yet they still are. Yeah, I don't get it. There's so many different film clips out there, and people running more than 2 minutes worth of movie clips, and yet they're still on. They're still on here. I don't see them getting slapped with copyright. So if you're well, well, that's a way. That's a good way to bring it into the day, Phil. That's what I thought too, David. I thought that was when I saw that too. I said, was it because of the Jaws? And according to what Phil, you tell him, Phil, because that's what I said to Phil too. I said maybe because, did he get trouble because he did the Jaws? But Phil talked tonight, so Phil could probably tell us about that. But Knight told me on Instagram that he had never even gotten so much as a warning. His channel was perfectly clean. I think you can only show a continuous clip of a movie. I think you're allowed to show it for up to 30 seconds. But Knight, what he did with his was he broke it up by playing music over it and doing a voiceover over it. It altered it. It was not the movie itself. He altered the clip. Yeah, Nate's got great content. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that too. Better safe than sorry. And the thing about it is, though, what really sucks about this, it's not even human. There's nobody human doing this. No one watching this and sitting there going like, I mean, I know there's billions of accounts, but still, it's like, okay, if the algorithm detects something wrong, then they should turn around and send that channel down to another level where a human eyeball can watch it and see if there's anything, that needs to be fixed. The algorithm, the computer should not be able to just arbitrarily take down a channel without recourse. Yeah, I don't really post anything like that on my channel. Well, plus I have to learn how to do it. But I mean, I don't run, like in my blog. On my blog, what I do is I run trailers. I run trailers for the movies. I get it from YouTube, and but I don't do other clips. I only run the official trailers. Yes, I agree with you there, Goth. To me, honestly, this is my gut feeling is this. My gut feeling is that they don't want people hitting that 1,000 person mark. I'm actually surprised they're still at 1,000 person before they get monetized. I'm surprised they have not raised it up to 5,000 people that you need to be sub to before you start making money. I'm surprised they have not, and I expect it to happen. I expect that to happen sooner than later. YouTube coming out there and saying, you're going to have to hit this mark instead of this mark. And they're already making it really, really hard for us to build. No, I didn't either, Phil. I thought it was a really well, I thought it was really, I thought it was really edited great. Um, I will use a thumbnail. I mean, I'll go copy a picture for a thumbnail, and I'll use the picture. I'll take it off of Google and save it, and then I'll put it on I'll put it on my thumbnail. That's fine, for a movie. But I've never gotten any trouble for it. It's not a moving image. I'm not making profit off of it. Yeah, don't give them any ideas. Yeah. What do you mean, Gray Man? What happened? Yeah, that's what I mean. I agree with you, David. I don't. I mean, to me, it's like they're putting their thumbnail on us because they don't want us to hit that 1,000 mark. I really do believe that. More and more people are doing YouTube than ever, and that's why the monetization. That's why it went down. Before you're making people are actually making money off of YouTube. You hit the 1,000 mark, you're monetized, and then you're making some money. But now you're not making that much money. It's like Amazon Prime for independent filmmakers. Independent filmmaker would be able to put their movie on Amazon, and they would get paid a certain amount of money for I think it was like a 10 cents a minute or something like that. It was really good money, but they knocked it down to like now it's like almost like a penny per minute, and they have to watch at least half the movie for you to get paid. You have to hit at least half of what your runtime is before you get paid. So if someone watches your movie and they only watch 10 minutes of it, you're not getting paid for that 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah. I was at 224, and then I'm back down to 222. Yeah, StreamYard is actually owned by Google. Need to watch the ads. There's yeah, that's true. I've just gotten such a bad habit, Gray Man, of clicking through them. It's a bad habit. I know that. I got to quit doing that when I watch like yours or Phil's streams or whatnot. I got to quit doing that. I got to let the ads run through. But sometimes they put some of those ads They're like I've seen ads that have been 30 minutes long. 30 minutes long. I can't watch it. I can't watch a 30-minute infomercial. Yeah, we well, Justin, what I'm hoping for you is I'm hoping that maybe that you can go back on the coast to coast stream, pop up and do another guest appearance since your internet was down. Maybe if you could do that, maybe that'll help you get exposed to some more folks. Maybe David can ask Cody to let you get back on, because that's also a really nice way to help build up your channel too. You know, if you make a guest appearance on a bigger stream. Now I just put David on the spot. I definitely recommend, obviously going over to Phil's stream too, because Phil's stream is popping. There's a lot of fresh faces there too. Phil walks in a lot of different communities, I've noticed, and so does Hobbs. Hobbs is another one that's really interesting. Hobbs is in 4 or 5 different communities. What's going on, Boom? Or Boom Shakalaka? And everybody connect to Boom. And don't forget, when you connect with people, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Do not just connect and run. You have to leave a comment when you pop up. Otherwise, YouTube, they will come by and they will unsub you. Yeah, but I'm in 3 communities right now. But I think me doing this, I mean, because I know that I'm bringing my 8 questions with series over here. I think that'll open up my I think that will help me out tremendously. Are you getting Max some treats? Thanks for stopping by. No. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to end this 30 minutes ago, but I got 6 people watching now. That's awesome. Yeah, thanks, Phil. Like I mentioned, it's like a lot of it has to do with just like honestly. I mean, I'm with friends here. I can tell you right now, I just don't have any fire inside. I'm pretty dead inside, to tell you the truth. I really don't give a rat's ass. That's that's part of it, and I know I have to change that, and I'm working on it. Oh, there's never such thing as too much treats for Max. Oh gosh, is it raining over there? In Wisconsin? It's. I guess I shouldn't tell you that it's sunny over here in Michigan. I do. I realize that, Justin. I really do. I'm very appreciative of the people I have here. I got my midnight hour family. I got all you guys. The ransom is Sam, David. That's what they're asking for. They're asking for your cop. They're asking for your Sam figure. One of these streams I'm gonna pop up, I'm gonna have a Sam here and shock the hell out of you guys. But I can't sit there. I can't get over every time that you pop up on coast to coast. I always expect Sam to be with you. That's why I always say, hey, David and Sam, because Sam's always there with you. It's very cool. Yes, I still need warheads. My Meyer store does not have any. I've been up there 4 times since then. I have not found any warheads. They have airheads, but no warheads. Oh, you got rain too? But Amanda said I could go to Walmart. So I need to go to Walmart to pick up warheads. Okay, that'll be awesome. Yeah, I've been to Dollar Tree too, Boom, and they carried warheads too, and still nothing. But that's what it's like over here. My store, our stores. I mean, my local store is being remodeled, but that is not that's no excuse because there's been other full service stores, and they're missing a lot of holes. There's a lot of holes on my supermarkets around here. So I'm thinking next week. I think I'm going to start my the interview series here. Yeah, I better get going too. Oh, now I got 8 people watching. Holy crap! This is tough. This is really tough. Thanks for the support, David. Sorrow. Yeah, no doubt. Well, I'm going to live by that old show business axiom: leave them wanting more. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. I think the interviewing part is probably my favorite thing about my blog. It's the most frustrating thing because trying to get people to send back interviews or whatnot. Uh, but overall, it's I really like asking questions. I like talking to people. You will be, you will. All right. On the behalf of me and the Cheetah, I want to say thank you guys all for showing up and thank you very much for your support. And I will see you guys on Saturday. I will see everybody here on Saturday. I will come by and drop comments and everything else. Thank you so much. Now, see if I can end this without blowing myself up, right?